They asked me about,
Don't cut her head off.
they asked me about where I worked. She also asked me about any things that would have been harmful to the baby, and what did I witness when I would see Dahlia, attending to the baby. I said she was very attentive. She was always feeding her, taking care of her, dressing her right, talking to the baby, singing to the baby, reading to the baby. There was nothing amiss from what I observed when she was dealing with the baby. There was nothing. There's nothing. She was a loving mother. She is a loving mother to her children. And they asked me, the attorney also asked me, she said, you're a social worker, so you are mandated. And I said, yes, I would be mandated. She said, now, does any of this happen in your, would you do this? And I said, yes, I would. Call CPS. I didn't mention that. I do it at work. If I suspect abuse at work, I have called many times. At the different times, I encourage others at my job to call CPS when they suspect abuse, because they are the first responders. They're the one that maybe the child has come and said blah, blah, blah to. I said, you know what, you need to report that if you're suspecting abuse. So, that was probably the brunt of the testimony and the questions that they were asking me. So.
And what is your name?
My name is Dal-Mar.
And you're a social worker?
And I'm a social worker.
And you've been a social worker for how long?
I've been working in education with emotionally impaired kids for about 30 years. And I've been an official school social worker for about 7.
And Dahlia was living in your home?
She was living in my home. She is still living in my home. We wait on her hand and foot. Dahlia doesn't have to go, because we're always cooking and cleaning in my house, and that's the truth. That's the God's honest truth. And so